right, as much as I would like to sit there and watch all of this dude's highlights, I'm sure he would like to get straight to the interview. So, without further ado, joining me today is special guest that quickly endeared himself to the fans in the IFL with the Sioux Falls Storm, 6'3", 215-pound wide receiver. This man has physically imposed his will for the last 2 seasons on defensive backs across 2 different leagues to the tune of 80 receptions for 1,254 yards and 23 touchdowns. And along the way, he drew the interest of CFL scouts. So without further ado, here is Aaron Dilworth to announce where he signed and how excited he is to be there. How's it going, Aaron?
How you doing, Sam? I did sign to the Edmonton Elks of the CFL, and that's probably the most excited I've been in my life, man. I've been dreaming of this for a long time.
I can only imagine. I mean, man, after what you've been able to do the last couple seasons, I mean, you balled out. So you deserve every opportunity you get up there. And I'm super excited to see what you can do with the Elks. I got a couple other players up there that I've spoken to. And I think Edmonton's got a solid roster, man. For you to make it on that team in particular, you're obviously turning heads in the right direction. So I definitely think you're on the right path for the rest of your career for sure.
Appreciate you, Sam.
How exactly did this opportunity come about? Was it a situation where they called you because they've seen what you can do, or?
So basically, I have an agent. His name's Scott Campbell, and he's been doing great. And he actually saw me play. We played Massachusetts Parks, and I only had one catch that game. That's the crazy part. We only threw the ball 8 times. Nate Chavis, number 26, was having his way with the defense. So we were just letting him do his thing. And I had one catch, but I scored on it. And Scott came up to me after the game and told me I was really good and he would like to represent me. And we just talked football for a little bit. And he told me he could help me get to the next level. And I just trusted him. So I want to say last Thursday, I was in my room. I had talked to Coach Riggs, and I also had an XFL showcase, and there are just certain things I need to take care of at home. So me and Riggs had already agreed I was gonna finish my last game that week, and then I was gonna go ahead and go home and take care of what I need to take care of and start training. And it's 9:30 at night, and I get a call, and it's from Edmonton, and talked to their GM, and just basically told me uh, they liked what they saw, and just wanted to give me an opportunity, and we took it from there, and I ended up getting signed, and I'm just grateful for it. So I'm gonna go up there Monday, and I'm gonna start practicing, and hopefully I can get everything down and get on the active roster, and just continue to do what I've been doing.
Absolutely, man. I'm so excited for you. I mean, that's such a cool opportunity. Like I said, the roster for the Elks it's stout. I mean, we watched them sign Cardale Jones and JT Barrett, and they drafted Trey Flowers. Trey Ford, not Trey Flowers. Sorry, getting my CFL and NFL mixed up here at the moment. I should know Trey Ford. I actually interviewed the guy. So yeah, there's a ton of talent on that roster. So I'm super excited to see you go up there. And I think that if you play your cards right, there's some playing time available up there as well. So I definitely could see you playing early and often, hopefully.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
So you talked about it briefly that the IFL was kind of gracious in allowing you out of your contract to pursue these other opportunities and kind of get your life straight outside of football. How do they normally handle that? Is that the norm for IFL players?
I wouldn't say the norm. Over the time I've been there, me and Coach Riggs just had a great relationship. If I needed anything, he was there for me, and vice versa. If he needed something, I would try to be there for him, whether it was work, football related. Great guy, and he was very understanding of every situation. So I think it ties into him having kids and him being a dad as well. So he just kind of got it. So I just, I think for my situation, he graciously allowed me to leave. And then when I got the opportunity, he was happy. So he said that's what I've been working for, and he couldn't have been more proud. So just to go up there and basically bust my tail and do what I need to do in order to make that roster.
Absolutely. Is Coach Riggs a former player himself?
He did. He played quarterback.
That's awesome. Okay, so he probably understands it from a player's perspective. I mean, you work your whole life for opportunities like these. How could you hold a man back?
Oh yeah, and that's one thing. As soon as I called and told him, he said, "Well, that's why we brought you in. We knew we'd get you to the next level." And he allowed me to play my game, um, and really fed me the ball. And I appreciate him for it. I'll forever be in debt to Coach Riggs, and I just appreciate him allowing me to come to Sioux Falls.
Absolutely, absolutely. I love that you threw that out there, that they fed you the ball and that you appreciate that, because that's a big deal. It really is, especially given that this was your first IFL season. So I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of cool to see. From your specific perspective, do you think that players like yourself that find opportunities in the CFL, do you think that's a good thing for the IFL? I mean, does it attract more free agent players to the IFL because they feel like they can get to the next level?
I think it does. It gives a lot of people hope, and it's crazy to me because I didn't think I was gonna be the guy. You know, you work your life for it, but you don't feel like you're ever gonna be the guy. You're just playing. You know, you getting film, and I watched a lot of guys go from arena ball. One of the guys who really talked to me a lot about even getting into it was Malachi Jones. He played at Albany Empire, went to the
Mm-hmm.
CFL, the NFL, and I was pretty much done with football after that COVID year because I couldn't play my senior year. So I have a girlfriend. Her name's Melanie, and we sat down and she kind of, talked to me and let me know you need to play ball, and kind of got me back into it. She helped me make my highlight tape and send it out to scouts. And after that, we just waited. Albany Empire was the first to offer me. I think that was the next morning I got an offer, and she said if I got an offer, I was taking it. And so I signed to Albany, and was still COVID restrictions and stuff like that. So I ended up going to West Texas, and
Gotcha.
we won seven straight, won the championship, and it wasn't till then I really realized like, okay, I got an opportunity, and I was playing with some good players. Obviously Carlos Thompson. We call him DT, De'Aaron Townsend. He's from Ohio, and then another receiver named Jordan Gandy. Um, So I was with three guys. Jordan Gandy's, went to the Eagles and had a tryout with them. Yeah, obviously know Carlos Thompson Jr. From Last Chance U, and he played at Tech. Uh, De'Aaron Townsend played at Youngstown State. Um, really great receiving core. So every day we competed. I felt like those were the best players on the team. So if I competed with them every day and just worked hard, I'd have opportunities. Um, and that's when I got to Sioux Falls, and obviously me and Carlos stayed together again, and he makes me work hard. That's my brother, So we were trying to do this together, and we just ended up, doing the same thing we did in West Texas at Sioux Falls, and he's still out there doing it. I hope he gets picked up by a team. Um, but that's kind of my story and how I got into it. Um, then once I got to Sioux Falls, I just kept playing ball the way I know how to, and I'm glad somebody eventually saw my talent and is giving me opportunity. I just needed to get my foot in the door, and hopefully I can make everybody from back home proud and do what I'm supposed to do in the CFL.
I can assure you, you've already made everybody back home proud, man. I mean, just watching how you've played and watching your highlights and some of the stuff you're able to do, man, it's amazing. I mean, that one catch in your highlight video we just saw where you literally leaped over the wall to catch the ball. Dude, that's insane. That's
Oh yeah.
insane. Like you don't see players capable of doing that every day. So I mean, yeah, not only did you literally leap probably 36 inches straight vertically in the air. I mean, you caught the ball over the wall with the defender on top of you, so that extremely impressive. I mean, me personally, I'm an IFL fan, so I'm going to say something, and it's probably going to come off to crazy to anybody who's a CFL fan watching this, but I personally think it takes more toughness to play the arena football game because of stuff like that. You're getting tackled into concrete stands, over walls that are built out of plywood and 2x4s, and onto AstroTurf that's maybe got like a quarter inch of padding over cinder blocks. Basically, I mean, like, you have to be extremely tough to play the arena football game, and then I mean, to do what you're able to do, it takes an extreme amount of talent. But I do have another question that came up based off what you were just saying. How long have you been with your girlfriend?
4 years. So we got together in college towards the end of my junior year, and she's been here ever since. She's actually sitting in the room right now. So
Okay, well, she might like this next statement I'm going to say. Bro, you might want to put a rock on her finger because she sounds like a keeper.
oh yeah,
Like,
she's a
if
good
she's
girl.
pushing you to chase your dreams, man, that's a woman you want to stick with for
Yeah.
sure.
She's a teacher in Dallas at Trinity, and she played volleyball and at the same school I went to college in Texas A&M Kingsville, and she was one of the better volleyball players. And I used to see her jump kind of high, and I was like, I would always make jokes like, "Oh, I'm gonna get with her, I'm gonna get with her," and it wasn't long before I actually did get with her. So
That's
you
awesome.
know, we've been together ever since. She really is the reason why I kept playing football. I was kind of done with it. I was ready to make money in the real world. Didn't want to keep chasing a dream, and I'm glad that it worked out with her.
Absolutely, man. Good for you guys. And that's awesome. I mean, that's awesome. Like I said, if it weren't for my wife allowing me to do everything that I do to chase my dreams, I wouldn't be here speaking with you. So, I mean, man, I truly believe that behind um, every successful man, there's a very strong woman guiding the direction. So I personally am a firm believer that a couple is always stronger than a single person. So, I mean, granted, I'm biased. Like I said, I'm married, so I definitely think that she's made me a better man. So it sounds like you're experiencing quite the same.
Yeah.
But on a totally different note, back to football. We just discussed how you tore it up in two different leagues. I mean, let's start with your insane 2021 season that saw you score 15 times and lead the league. Tell the people watching how many games you played to get those 15 touchdowns.
We played 7 games, so I was pretty much getting two a game. Uh, there was a couple games, obviously, you don't score, maybe only have one. Uh, the best game I had there we was our semifinals game against the Dallas team. Um, I want to say I think I had like 8 catches. I think 140 yards, 5 touchdowns, and a couple of them got called back. So I really had I think six, and I ended up with five though in the game.
That's insane. That's insane. I mean, like, I saw your stats that season and I was like, wait a minute, I think this league only plays like 7, 8 games.
Yeah,
How in the hell is that possible?
yeah. So it
That's
was crazy because our quarterback he threw for 49 touchdowns in those 7 games. Um, so me and Los had 15 apiece, and
wow.
then between Gandy and DT, they had the rest of those. So it's crazy amount of touchdowns being scored by the receiving core, how many passes our quarterback threw, and then I think we had one of the best offenses arena ball seen in a minute. Everybody from our offense played in the IFL the next year, or NAL or CIF. Everybody got moved up. Defensively, we had one of the best defensive units at cornerback. Jordan Simonot, he was one of the better DBs on our team. Played for the Bismarck Bucks this year, and did great over there. So I just feel like as a whole unit, we were really good for that league, and it was lucky we all found each other. We also called a couple other guys. Malik, he was our free safety. He ended up getting moved up after like 3 games to Albany and won the championship with them. Um, so we had a really good team. Harley Davis as our linebacker, you know. So the pieces we put together that year, I don't think we ever really trailed a game. I don't think we ever were worried we were gonna lose. Uh, it really felt like we were in the backyard playing football on offense. Every time we touched the ball, we literally scored. So
That's insane. I mean, your quarterback averaged 7 touchdown passes a game. So, I mean, that's insane. That is insane. But wow. So in 2022, how do you end up with Sioux Falls?
it's crazy because I initially signed to the Bay Area Panthers,
Okay.
and Carlos called me one night and he was like, you know, bro, I think I'm gonna go to Spokane. And so I'm like, all right, bro, if you're going to Spokane, DT was gonna go to Spokane. That was our other receiver. Quarterback Daniel was going to Spokane. So I was like, man, y'all got the band back together. I'm thinking, let me see what I could do. So talk to my agent, try to get a trade. And at first they didn't want to let me go, and Spokane kind of kept pushing. So then I ended up getting traded to Spokane. Didn't work out at Spokane. Everything didn't work out with the, I don't know exactly what happened, but I hope everything gets back to up and running in Spokane. I end up waiting it out, kind of seeing who's gonna call me, who's gonna, offer me, and I want to say it was like 11:59, so 12 o'clock is when we go in. It was like 12:01. Coach Riggs immediately texts me, "Hey Aaron, I'm sorry to hear what happened, but you have a home if you need it. Call me when you get the chance. I'm up." And we talked for a while, and just seemed like a genuine guy. Um, then I kind of had a look up. I'm like, well, where's Sioux Falls at? I don't know where that is. So I had to look it up. Found out it was in South Dakota, and I was like, I'm from Texas. I don't know. Like it's cold up there. But I obviously play indoors, so I was like, that saves me. So I can go up there, and so it was still negative like 17 when I got there. So coming from Texas where it's 105 every day, then you go up there, it's negative 17. You just got to get acclimated, and so I ended up going to Sioux Falls, and at first I was like, okay, if I'm here, coach, I got some guys, that can really make us go. So he ends up offering Carlos. He ends up offering our quarterback Daniel. Um, so I'm like, okay, I feel more comfortable, and Los ends up coming in, I think 3 days after me. Um, and we were only in camp for a week. So me and Los do our thing in camp, and the coach immediately likes us. And that's when we began to just play our game, and everything became so easy.
Absolutely. I mean, we talked about it before. I mean, you're leaving midway through the season. You've only played 9 games, but you're able to accrue 39 receptions for 509 yards and 8 touchdowns. So, I mean,
So
just crazy production. I mean, you had a stretch where you actually had 6 straight games with a touchdown, correct?
yeah, and that's Riggs dialing it up, especially inside the 15-20. I just feel like he's gonna give me a shot every time. Um, I know on the big downs, third and 8, 4th and 2, 4th and 5, the ball's coming my way. So it's not me second guessing it. I do want the ball in pressure situations. I feel like um, that's just something I've done for a long time, and that's maybe because my older brothers. I'm the youngest, so I've always wanted to be the best. I've always wanted to get the last shot. I've always wanted to, um, even if it doesn't go my way, say I drop the ball, I want to take the blame for it. I'd rather it be on me than it be on whoever else, coach wants to try to put the game in their hands. So I feel like um, with Riggs, he understood that and he trusted me, and that's how we built majority of our relationships. And on 4th and 1, you don't expect a 20-yard bomb downfield, and that's just trust with me and Coach Riggs.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So we just talked about your fit with Sioux Falls. Let's talk about your fit with Edmonton right now. So how do you feel you fit in Edmonton in terms of their offensive scheme?
Right now, so I've watched a couple of the highlights I could. I got ESPN Plus, so I got to watch the game a little bit yesterday with Calgary. And right now, I've always liked playing with great running backs. James Wilder Jr., he's a great running back. I would never want to. That's the reason why I stopped playing DB. I don't want to tackle 6'3", 240-pound running backs, So um, I feel like he's a great running back. That's going to help my game out, blocking wise, I'll block, do what I have to do for the run game. And then when it's my turn, I know he's going to block and do what he has to do for the pass game. So we can complement each other's games very well. Offensively, I don't know everybody's names yet. I know numbers right now. So 84, I know he's a deep ball threat. 89, I know he's a long stretch range type of guy. I don't know who the speedsters are yet. So hopefully I can come in and kind of help out, and just help the receiving core, any way I can. Um, and I just feel like my fit in that offense is to make it explosive, to make the big plays downfield, to bring a spark to the team. That's what I feel like my position is, and hopefully I can come in and do that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I got kind of an oddball question here. When you were a child, who was your idol or your superhero you looked up to?
My older brother, Alex Darley. By far one of the best receivers I've seen in my life, and I'm not saying that because he's my big brother. Truly one of the best receivers I've seen play the game, and he's very critical on my game. So y'all could sit here and tell me I'm good, I'm having a great game, and I'll call him right after the game. He'll tell me, bro, we need to watch film. You did this wrong. You did this, and this wrong. But you had a good game, so I'm proud of you. And he'll let me know stuff like that. But very critical on my game, and I'm just very grateful he was in my corner as a child.
Absolutely. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm an older brother, so hearing that is kind of cool. Um, so give me a current and or past player, or sorry, actually, let's do current and past player that you modeled your game after.
Current player I model my game after, right this second, probably have to be, I like Devontae Adams, D Hop, Keenan Allen, um, the younger guys, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, um, just Odell. You got to be a smooth route runner, and also I'm not the fastest guy in the world. I feel like 4.4, 4.5, high 4.4. Low 4.5, so I'm not the fastest guy in the world, but I'm 6'3", so as long as I can be smooth and get in and out of my cuts, I'm moving. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. And a lot of those guys, if you look at their 40 times, like Jarvis Landry is somebody I like to watch. He ran a 4.72 at the combine. In the game, how many people catch him in the game? So my 40 time, I've never liked 40s or anything like that, just because on the field, I feel like I'm a lot faster and everything like that. So you can't coach game speed.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Sorry about that. Excuse me.
That's
Um,
okay.
if you had to pick one strength and one weakness from your game, what would they be and why?
My biggest strength is my hands. I'm 6'3", but I have almost 11-inch hands, and the catch radius. Those are my strengths right now. My biggest weakness. Um, my biggest weakness is not necessarily being physical. I would necessarily say just getting stronger. I'm not. I'm physical on the field. You're gonna see that. I'm gonna block. I'm gonna get off the jam. I'm gonna do everything I gotta do being physical. I just want to get stronger and quicker. You can't ever stop getting stronger. And you can't ever stop getting quicker. So those are my weaknesses. I feel like I gotta get stronger with that every day.
Absolutely. So, little behind the scenes information for all you guys watching right now. So, I had reached out to another player to do an interview today. His name's Christian Cavazos. He's a running back. By chance, I also reached out to Aaron Dilworth here to come on and announce that he had signed with the CFL. And just by small world occurrences here, they happened to play together in 2021 on the West Texas Warbirds. So we're going to reunite some teammates here for a little bit before we let Aaron on his way. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce Christian. Christian is a guy that, man, he has a story of determination unlike any other in the football world. Anytime you can say it took a tornado to slow you down, you certainly have a story to tell. I mean, with that being said, please help me welcome running back Christian Cavazos, who will be looking to the XFL in 2023 for his next opportunity. How's it going, Christian?
Yeah.
What's up? How y'all doing today? How y'all doing? What up, Skinny? How you doing, boy?
Real Boogie. He said Christian. He said Christian. I'm like, man, I don't remember.
Yeah, you remind me of Boogie. Yeah.
Boogie, yeah.
What's up, my boy? I'm blessed, bro. Hey, I just want to say congratulations, baby boy. I'm proud of you. I knew you was going to do it first day of camp. You remember the conversation me, you, and Lowe's had. So just keep going, keep grinding, bro. And remember, eat them boys up because they ain't ready for you.
I got you, bro. I got you for real. I just told him, I was like, yeah, Boogie he used to make me stretch. He used to make everybody on the team stretch. And we would have to
bro almost fought me. The first time I put him in the stretch, bro looked at me. He's like, what you doing? I'm like, bro, you're going to run faster. Trust me.
Ever since then, I've been necessarily doing the little things, though, bro. So I said, I appreciate you. I'm going to shoot you my number. If you need anything, let me know. I'm glad you still going, bro, especially XFL. And just tap in with me and make sure we stay in contact, bro.
Absolutely, bro. You know we locked in from the dough, so don't ever forget that. And most of all, bro, just stay prayed up, stay faithful in your abilities, and just know no matter what happens, bro, you made it out of nothing, bro. You made it out of nothing. So I'm very proud. I'm very proud.
You already know how we was getting down out there, so I appreciate you, bro, for real.
My brother.
That is so awesome.
Thank you to whoever said congratulations. I appreciate y'all. I can't see names, but thank y'all.
Oh, dude, that was from me. Congratulations, man. I am so happy from you. I'm like, honestly, it's super cool, man. I mean, to hear you coming up from, like you said, you were about to quit football. And then if not for that woman sitting in the room with you, you know, you might not be where you're at today. I mean, you're going to the CFL, dude. That is amazing. That is like the second biggest league in the world right now. So I mean,
hasn't set in yet. I want to get there, you know, and just you already said that I made people proud, but I just feel like, you know, I gotta put the jersey on and do what I gotta do, man. And then I'll be a little bit happy. I won't be content yet because I want to get to the NFL, but I'll be a little happy. You know, I won't be content though.
Absolutely. This is just another stepping stone. So only a matter of time, man. Obviously, you got two people right here next to you that believe in you. So we'll be rooting for you for sure, man.
I appreciate y'all. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Without any more ado, I'm going to let you get out of here and have the rest of your day to yourself. And once again, man, congratulations. Super excited for you. Definitely keep in touch, man. We'll get an article written on you and some other things up.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, Sam. Bully, y'all have a great one. Appreciate you for having me again. This is a blessing.
Absolutely, man.
Blessing, brother.
All right.
Best of luck.